That was a knockdown, without a doubt. You can't spin it no other way. It's too clear. And I think the commission needs to do something about it because it can give me an incentive, anytime I'm not feeling good in a fight, take a knee.
The thing is that it wasn't a knockdown. I mean, look, he wasn't hurt. There's no doubt about that. But if you take a knee in the fight and you touch down, whilst punches are being thrown, it has to be a knockdown.
I'm not going to say honest because I don't know. Honesty had something to do with it. I don't know. But definitely we need better refs that assure themselves, know how to make a decision, know they're making the right decision.
Leaked footage exposes Gervonta Davis. Did he cheat against Lamont Roach? Explosive new footage reportedly proves Gervonta Davis cheated in his March 1st clash with Lamont Roach. The Barclays Center witnessed a wild night as Davis defended his WBA lightweight title, but now, one moment from the 9th round is under fire. Davis suddenly took a knee after a weak jab barely grazed his face. By the rulebook, that's a knockdown. The ref should have issued a full count. But instead, the fight continued, keeping the scorecards dangerously close. The final result, a majority draw. Was this a blatant robbery? Should the decision be overturned? The boxing world is demanding answers.
Did Gervonta Davis take a knee, and should he have been deducted a point? And in the end, lost that fight to Roach, in your opinion?
Yeah, in my opinion, it was a draw. He take a knee. And plus, the corner go up and put it a towel in the face. That's disqualification, for sure. I'm talking about the rules, but it's not my business.
New footage ignites controversy. Did Gervonta Davis manipulate the fight? Days after the fight, questions still linger, not just about the referee's call, but about Davis's actions in that crucial moment. Now, fresh leaked footage is adding fuel to the fire, suggesting Davis may have deliberately manipulated the fight to gain an unfair advantage. Was this a calculated move or just a coincidence? The controversy isn't dying down anytime soon.
That's not a shot I take. I respect Tank and I like Tank a lot, but you can't do that.
They reversed the result of your fight.
Yeah.
Should they reverse the result of that fight as well?
It just depends. Like if that changes the whole fight, if that gives Roach a victory, give him the victory. That's how you keep the integrity of the sport, right? That's why they suspended me, right? To keep the integrity of the sport. So I feel like if you're gonna do it to me, you gotta do it to everybody.
Leaked footage reveals possible foul play in Gervonta Davis' fight. A newly surfaced clip, allegedly from an undisclosed broadcast source, has sent shockwaves through the boxing world. This fresh angle from the controversial 9th round exposes several questionable elements in Davis's behavior. Observers point out that Davis hesitated after the jab, almost as if the move was pre-planned rather than instinctive. His body language, timing, and knee drop look rehearsed. Adding to the suspicion, a member of Davis's corner is seen moving unusually close, just as Davis retreats, raising questions about whether this was a deliberate tactic to disrupt Roach's momentum. Analysts argue that Davis's reaction mimicked time-buying tactics, not the natural response of a truly hurt fighter. What initially seemed like a slip is now being called a calculated move to shift the fight's momentum. Davis and his team have denied all allegations, claiming his knee drop resulted from grease from his freshly done hair affecting his vision. An explanation met with widespread skepticism. The referee, Steve Willis, is also under fire for failing to call a knockdown, fueling speculation of favoritism or collusion. With fans and pundits demanding answers, the controversy is far from over. Will this new evidence force a rematch or even an official ruling change? Stay tuned as the fallout continues.
Know how to make a decision, know they're making the right decision, emboldened to make that decision. I think that I don't know that he would have let Roach get away with that. He let Tank Davis get away with. Why? Tank Davis is a star. I think he set a record for the most fans ever in Barclays Stadium. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I believe they hit a new attendance and maybe a gate record. They've done concerts there, they've done fights there, basketball games there.
I think you're right. It was the record for the gate for a fight for sure. I think the Rolling Stones might be the only one that beat them at the Barclays, but either way, they did huge numbers.
Cheating scandal explodes. Could Gervonta Davis face sanctions? The lack of an official review and reported technical issues with the instant replay system have only fueled suspicions. If the leaked footage proves deliberate cheating, the fallout could be massive. Gervonta Davis, once seen as untouchable, now faces a potentially tarnished legacy. Boxing authorities, including the WBA and the New York State Athletic Commission, are rumored to be considering an investigation. If proven guilty, Davis could face sanctions or even see his record jeopardized. But this isn't just about one fighter. The controversy exposes deeper flaws in professional boxing, where split-second calls and weak oversight allow questionable decisions to stand. If rule-breaking is confirmed, it could spark major reforms, forcing regulators to tighten oversight and improve review systems. Is this just another boxing controversy, or the moment that forces real change? The pressure is building and the sport is watching.
He's a star. He brings people. He's got a big fan base. He brings good pay-per-view numbers. I don't know what the numbers are in this, but, he's one of the guys that bring good pay-per-view numbers. I think all of that, he brings that with him. When a referee allows him to take a knee, which is not a rule in boxing, and get away with it, and not make it a 10-8 round. That should have been a 10-8 round. He got hit with a jab just before that. I'm not trying to go after Tank Davis. People already know. Some people say I defend him too much, that I'm saying how great he is. And he is. He's a tremendous, complete fighter. Puncher, fighter, inside, outside. He's patient. He's responsible defensively.
The boxing world demands transparency after Davis controversy. The latest scandal has ignited a firestorm in the boxing community, with fans and analysts calling for greater transparency in officiating. While the leaked footage raises serious concerns, some argue it could be taken out of context, highlighting flaws in the current review system. With pressure mounting, boxing commissions may be forced to adopt better technology. For instance, objective reviews of controversial moments. Fans have already flooded social media, demanding full fight footage and a clear explanation of the referee's decisions. However, it's crucial to separate allegations from definitive proof. The footage raises questions, but it captures only a fragment of the full picture. The debate is far from over, and the sport may be heading toward major reforms.
Defensively, he's got fast hands, he puts punches together, he goes to the body and head. He's all of that. He can counter punch, he can set traps, all of that. But he was wrong here. He got away with it. But the sport let him get away with it. There's nothing wrong with the
Gervonta Davis exploit a loophole or cross the line. Boxing has always been a sport where the line between tactical brilliance and outright rule bending is razor thin. As the controversy surrounding Gervonta Davis deepens, fans and officials await clear evidence to either confirm or dismiss the allegations. For now, the debate rages on. Davis stands accused by some of manipulating the rules, while his camp vehemently denies any wrongdoing. But one thing is certain: this incident has left a mark on his career. In boxing, even a few seconds can change everything. The fight itself was a war, with the scorecards reading 114, 114, 115, 113 in a razor-thin battle. But one moment overshadowed it all: the 9th round controversy. Roach was on the attack, landing a sharp combination, forcing Davis into a momentary pause. Instead of fighting back, Davis turned to the referee, then voluntarily took a knee. But shockingly, no knockdown was called. Instead, Davis rushed to the ropes, appearing to look for a towel, raising even more suspicions. Fans and analysts are now demanding answers. Was this a legitimate moment of distress or a calculated move to halt Roach's momentum? The investigation continues, but one thing is clear. Boxing's biggest controversy isn't dying down anytime soon.
This sport that there's a lot wrong with. And there is. And you see it. And we shouldn't keep seeing it. It's got to be stopped. A referee, that is not in the rule book. You get hit with a jab. I know there was a second or two in between. Sometimes you see a delay, knockdown, whatever. The punch didn't hurt him. I understand that. But he got hit a jab, and then a second, 2 seconds later, he takes a knee. Guess what? I'm sorry. That constitutes a knockdown. Your knee goes down after a punch somewhere around there. That's a knockdown.